right, good morning everybody. It is 6:30 in the morning and it is kind of just a typical school day and a typical cranberry harvest day. I am really missing those summer days when it was when it was really light out in the morning here at 6:30, and I can't see the chicken coop. All I can see is just the white posts of the fencing. But that's the way it is this time of year. It starts getting darker and darker and darker. Peter and Maria are both up with me. Warren is already out delivering a truck to the cleaning station. So you notice that the TV is not on in the background, and that's because I enacted our morning routine again. This is something that I did when our older kids were little, and we enforced it pretty strongly, if I remember correctly, and it just hasn't been like that with Joseph, Peter, and Maria. So my kids love to get up and turn on the TV first thing in the morning. But what happens is that if you have to get someplace, good morning, Peter. If you have to get someplace, and as a mom, you're running around getting things ready and everything and getting yourself ready, and then all of a sudden you have like 10 minutes to get out the door, and you look over and there's 3 kids still laying on the couch, all in pajamas and, bedhead. That's kind of, it just doesn't make the day go very well, I'll just say that. So anyways, let's look at our list again here. So they don't have to do them in this order. I honestly don't care if they brush their teeth first and then eat, just as long as those teeth get brushed. This is funny. Yesterday when Joseph was looking at this, he's like, and I said, this says eat, and he's like, eat mushrooms and soup. I'm like, well, that's one way to look at it. That was my picture of a muffin.
Soup.
Yes. And then Joseph, Peter, and Maria each have a job. So Joseph, his job is to get the laundry basket from the bathroom and the end of the hallway and take it to the laundry room. Peter's job is to always open up the big basket where I throw all the socks as they come out of the dryer. So Peter matches those socks and then folds them up. And Maria's job is to unload all the dishes that she can from the dishwasher. That would be like the silverware and like Tupperware, anything that goes down low, the kettles, and then either Amber or Sam or I come up behind her, and then we put away the dishes that go in the higher cupboards. Peter here, he's on his second breakfast. Sam's on his first breakfast trying to get... Sam's trying to get energy for harvest, right?
Yep.
You got 10 minutes before Dad needs you down there.
I know.
How are the pancakes?
Good.
Emily's trying out a Pinterest recipe that she found. What are these called?
They're just called pumpkin pancakes.
They smell delicious.
They smell good. They look good.
Peter said they smell like pumpkin bars. Got some eggs going. What else are we going to be doing here?
Trying to wake up.
On harvest days, Warren is one of those guys who is up and out the door at the crack of dawn, and somehow he just forgets to eat. I don't understand it. I've never ever in my life just forgotten to eat, but I really don't like it when that happens to him, so I'm just making him up an egg and an English muffin. I'm going to make a little sandwich, wrap it up, and as soon as one of us sees him coming by with the truck, we're going to run that out to him just so that he lives on something other than just coffee. Yeah, I'm also this morning here going to be starting in on making venison stew. So I have some lard melted in my pan, just made up a little bit of seasoned flour. And last night while my fish was cooking, I cubed up the venison here so it would be ready for this morning. Let me turn off this egg. Just going to mix that up real quick, and then I'm just going to bread up the meat here so that I can fry it up, because when I make a crock pot stew, I think it just tastes a lot better if you first fry up the meat just a little bit to brown it. It just adds really good flavor.
Hello?
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Be there in a little bit. Bye. What are you doing right now?
Leaving for school in 10 minutes? What?
Just Dad needs to be picked up down at, or his Marsh truck, whatever is out there. Take the Marsh truck. She needs keys for for the Marsh truck.
Is the Marsh truck even up here? It's probably down on the Marsh.
I don't know. Look around.
I'm sure it's down on the Marsh.
Amber, take this for Dad. So we just took a call that there's been a little breakdown, and so Amber needs to go and pick up Warren. She's out looking for the Marsh truck. Yay, she sees me. Okay, so she... All right, thank you.
Yep.
All right, that worked out perfectly. I was just in the middle of making my stew, and I had to go down and get some home canned tomato juice. Can you guys hear me? And be still my heart. This is what I came across.
Cars.
Joe is just reading all by himself. No one even told him to get a book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Can you read to us?
Have 5 little orange cars. Oh, we see this is not good. 5 little orange cars.
You're quite the reader, buddy. Do you like reading?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Have 6 little brown cars.
I want to show everybody the front of this book
What?
because this is a favorite. Peter and Joseph absolutely love this book. I've talked to you guys about these before, a beginning to read book by Margaret Hillert. This one is Dear Dragons, colors 1, 2, 3. They love this book.
Oh,
Anytime I tell Peter to grab a
cars.
story to read, he will run out and get this one. I'm not sure if it's because it's easy to memorize or what it is, but they just love this book. So for the stew recipe that I'm making, this is my sister-in-law's recipe. It's called crock-pot beef stew. And as you saw, I did brown the meat just because I think it gives it a really good flavor. But all this really is there's some carrots in there. There's some onions, which are buried under there somewhere. Cubed up red potato. The white that you see sprinkled is actually tapioca, which, what in the world is tapioca? You go to the list of ingredients for tapioca, and it says tapioca. So I gotta look that up, because I really have no idea what it is. Anyways, and then it has a good-sized tablespoon of beef soup base or beef bouillon, just really kind of whatever you use that way. And then there's some Worcestershire sauce in there, a whole lot of pepper, and then I'm just going to add in... This is just my home canned tomato juice, but the recipe calls for vegetable juice cocktail, which I think that is just the name for V8. And that's basically what I make when I do my home canned tomato juice, is V8. That is it. I'm going to stir this around. If I could find, I think I'll just use this. Just stir this around so it's well combined, and then I'm going to just pop this into the crock pot base, set it on low for about 9 hours, which with Harvest we just tend to eat a lot later than normal. So this morning was definitely not what I would consider a leisurely morning, and the stovetop shows. So I just took the grates off, and it is time to do a major cleaning there between frying the meat and that splattering because I ended up having it turned too high while I ran out to give Amber the egg sandwich to take to Warren. So between that splattering all over, and then Emily made those pumpkin pancakes this morning, and that kind of made a little bit of a mess. And I was cooking eggs a little bit quickly, so I wasn't being as precise with that, and so that made a mess just because, you know, large family stuff. Nick made some breakfast yesterday morning for himself. He ended up having leftovers, put it into a container, was thinking this morning, you know, I can get up a little bit on the later side because I already have breakfast. Well, sometime between yesterday morning and this morning, somebody ate it. We don't know who. It's not in the fridge anymore. So I quick made an egg for him, and it was some breakfast hash.
Oh, I think I ate it.
Oh, you ate it?
No,
Oh, Peter just admitted, but then quickly said no.
I was joking.
What did you do? Did you eat it or not?
I ate a little bit.
You ate a little bit. So I guess Peter ate a little bit. I don't know if we'll ever truly know exactly what happened. So anyways, it's just time to get that cleaned up. So I'm just gonna quick squirt this. And actually, I know lots of people use this Mrs. Meyer's. Can you guys see that? This one is the honeysuckle scent. I like to use this. It does really give the kitchen a nice scent. So I'm just gonna use that real quick, squirt that all over there. I'm gonna go back with, this is just a towel. I don't like to dirty clean towels for cleaning. So this is just the towel that I was using for my hands while I was cooking with the meat and stuff. So I'm just gonna use this real quick to wipe down this kitchen. And it's still actually a little hot. I guess I should have thought about that. But I'm not doing like a top job. I'm just getting the surface grease off. All right, so we got everything cleaned up in the kitchen. I started up a load of laundry, and now it's 9:30, and we're finally going to kind of settle down. I'm going to do a little bit of reading to the kids, and Peter is just kind of cleaning up the floor right now because they had a bunch of Barbie and bugs and just stuff. Lots and lots of stuff out already this morning. For our reading time, Peter had asked if I would print some pictures, coloring pages. So I love the website I'm just typing it in right now, supercoloring.com is what it's called. So you can just type in anything you want. So he wants a picture of cranberry harvest. Go figure. I'm not sure how exactly that's going to work. We're going to type in cranberry harvest and see what exactly comes up. All right, so we printed off the coloring pages. We did find a cranberry picture. It's an okay picture of a cranberry. You know, I'm a little particular about those. Maria got some pictures of a kitty. Oh, Peter's sharpening pencils over there. And we found something new at supercoloring.com. This time we found some of these little collages. Peter actually wanted me to click on this. And it looks like, just wait, Joe. It looks like they can cut these out and paste them on a piece of paper and make kind of a little collage picture. So Maria wanted one of those, and Peter wanted one. Joe over here, he wanted a Siamese cat. Isn't that a neat one?
It's a pillow.
Yes, the cat's sitting on a pillow.
I also wanted a cranberry thing.
Well, I only printed 3 per person, okay? Ooh, grumpy face. Do you want to go back to your room while I read, or do you want to actually color? Which do you want to do? Okay, good choice. So we're starting a new book today. It is called Young Wit and the Trader's Treasure. This book was sent to me from Frontgate Media. I've reviewed a number of their products in the past, and they always offer a giveaway. So once I do a little review, there will be a link at some point. I don't think right now, because I don't think it's up until October. But anyways, there will be a link at some point to a giveaway to this book, and I will I'll keep that posted on Instagram when that does happen. The dream had returned. He was falling backward through a clear blue sky, so blue the blueness seemed to wash over, in and through him. Had he been flying? He didn't know, but if he had been, the weird tickling sensation he now felt in his stomach and the air rushing through his ears and between his fingers told him he wasn't anymore. Joe's helping me make a batch of pumpkin chocolate chip muffins right now. Right, Joe?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You like muffins a lot.
They taste good.
So, as some of you may remember from one of my past videos, our Aldi that's in our town has been closed down for like 6 weeks or something. So things are getting a little sparse around the house, even though I've still been grocery shopping, right?
Somewhat.
but things are getting very sparse. And so I've just kind of been digging through the freezers and just using up little bits of this and that. And I happened to run across one of my pizza crusts from, gosh, probably back in, I think that might have been July or something. I have some pork sausage in here thawing that I had already cooked up. Somehow I miraculously had this nice big bag of mozzarella cheese still. So we're just going to make a really quick pizza, and it's only one, so it's going to be a little light for us, but that is just how it is. Oh, I have to show you guys. Amber just bought this water bottle, which weighs like 5 pounds when it's full of water. It's so gigantic.
It is pretty heavy. I noticed that last night. I was like, whew.
So anyways, if you too feel the need for a gigantic sunshine colored
Yeah, it's affordable
water
because,
bottle.
like,
why is this affordable?
it's just because, like, it's a off-brand of the Hydro Flask, and the Hydro Flask is very similar. It's got, like, the extreme insulation and everything. But a Hydro Flask, because it's got, like, a really cool brand and everything right there.
Okay.
But that's, like, $40, where this was only $20.
So anyways, I will put a link in the description box below over to Amazon
This
where
is not
she...
working.
It looks great.
It's, like, thin and thick.
That's okay. We wanted it big so that we can get as much pizza out of it as possible. So I will put a link in the description box in case you find yourself in need of a giant sunshine colored water bottle. Yeah, you just never know. Here's what's left of the pumpkin muffins, and the stew is coming along nicely for supper. I think lunch is going to happen a little on the late side because there had been some breakdowns, not on our end this time, so things just had to get changed up for harvest. And Warren just dropped off the mail here on his way back. Look at that, fragile live insects inside. Yesterday we got the ladybug larva, and I would imagine that in that box should be the monarch caterpillars. Today has been one of these super gloomy days. It's raining again, so Joe and Peter just came back in the house. Peter found out that the caterpillars came.
Here's the directions. Where are
So
they?
what do we have?
They're right here.
Let's see them. There is the start of our monarch
Can I open it?
caterpillars. Here's what to do. Are you ready? It says handle the cup of caterpillars gently. Place the cup upright indoors and away from sunlight or drafts. Keep the lid on the cup. Do not touch your caterpillars. Watch carefully. Your caterpillars will shed their exoskeletons several times as they grow.
But how does
Table over here.
they become big?
So the pizza stayed in a little too long. Amber's hanging some Polaroid lights. She's hanging them in her room, and I was just helping her with some suggestions for how she's going to do it. And anyways, there's the pizza. It stayed in a little bit too long. I think it's still going to be good enough to eat though, but some of the kids might want to pick off some of that brown cheese. So when I took the pizza out, I set it up on top of the stove, and all of the cornmeal had fallen through the holes in the pizza pan. So it looks like I get to clean this for a second time today. Yep, the fun never stops. Look at what?
Our castle. Yeah, we made two towers. We need to make the next one. That's going to be in the middle.
Alrighty, that looks really great.
Got me all sandy. Okay, I'm going to stop mixing.
It's been raining a good portion of today, but now it's kind of, I can't say clearing off, but it has stopped raining anyways for now. So it makes the perfect sand. That's perfect sand, isn't it, for making sandcastles today? It's nice and damp.
Yeah. And some...
Yeah, I hear Dad's truck. What?
That were on here.
Yeah?
Filled with water, so we use that to make it all sturdy.
Oh, good. Nice and sturdy sandcastles.
This.
Uh-huh, you could. There are always so many things that just surprise me with being a mom and just doing all the mom things. So, for example, today These three kids all day long. When are we going out? When are we going out? When are we going out? They want to go down on the marsh. They want to see what Dad's doing. They want to see what the rest of the harvest workers are doing. And so, but we've just been busy doing a lot of other things. I was trying to do some cooking things, as you saw. They have just been wanting to go out and go down on the marsh all day long. Here it is. It's finally about 2:30 or something. I'm finally ready to head down there. It like I said, it stopped raining, so it's a little more comfortable of a walk. And now they finally got into the sand pile and they're like, no, I don't really want to go for a walk. So I think you guys are going to come in a little bit. Are you going to go on an exploration, Joe?
Yes.
Yes? I like your binoculars.
Can I just get something inside?
Oh, yeah. And there's the proof that it's been raining all day. We've got puddles everywhere. Of course, that's fun for the kids. So, not the official full tour today, but just a little glimpse here. This is what we call high red harvest, which means we're harvesting a variety of cranberries called the high red. They are a little bit earlier variety, which means that they turn red and have a higher tasty count earlier in the year here. It's later in the day. They've been taking cranberries from this bed here since, about 8 o'clock or so this morning. So it would not be a harvest season or even a harvest day if there was not some sort of breakdown or dilemma that happened. And this time it appears that the pulley here has come loose. Oh, Peter's got a frog. Finally got a hold of one.
Teddy.
Nice. It's a little blurry. Just wait. It's a little too close. There we go.
Oh, yuck. It's like slimy.
It's cute. And of course, Joe has found his position. He loves going up there, hanging out, watching the berries fall over the elevator into the truck. Earlier today, I mentioned to you guys that we were really getting low on food, and I should really clarify that. We're not really low on ingredients. We do have a lot of ingredients like meat and stuff like that. You need to whisper back there. But we're really low on just like cereal and graham crackers and fruit, things like that. So we are going to head into the grocery store, and I am so incredibly excited because the Aldi in our town has finally opened. They had their grand opening this morning, so we're going to head in there. I just have with me today Peter and Maria. They're the lucky ones, right? Are you the lucky ones that get to go to the store?
I love going to the store because sometimes if we're good in the store, we get a treat.
I am so excited. You guys cannot even imagine. I'm just so excited to go into the new Aldi here. So I've been shopping at Walmart for like the last 6 or 7 weeks, and so I've had to get some of the Great Value brand of different foods, and also some things I've just had to get the name brand. We've got motorcycles out here if you can hear that. But my family is really excited for me to be able to shop at Aldi again here because there are some flavors that they just didn't care for. Like I had gotten some crackers that were actually kind of the name brand at Walmart. They were pita crisp or a pita chip kind of a cracker. Anyways, Warren was like, those weren't really that great. He actually prefers them here from Aldi. I also got a name brand ranch dressing, and Warren and Sam were both kind of like, I don't even want to eat salad, just because they didn't really care for the ranch. If you have not given Aldi a try yet, definitely give it a try. I mean, they don't have all of the name brands and everything that you would find at, another grocery store. Sometimes they have a special buy that's a name brand, but otherwise, it's just all their own brands. But just give it a try. It really is great. And this parking lot is so packed. I don't know if I'm going to get any filming done in the store, just because I think it is just going to be a zoo in there.
Yeah, it's the grand opening. Yeah, and they've been working on it, so it's open today. That's what nature can.
They said that, huh? All right, so right inside the door, and here are Warren's favorite crackers. He's going to be thrilled that I got some of these. These are one of Emily's favorites, so we'll pick those up for her. So I'm going to pick up some of this bread here to go along with our stew that I have in the oven already. The Italian And this is, I have not had this one yet, so this will be exciting, the wheat multigrain. So we'll just take that and bake it up quick when we get home tonight. All right, so that was so much fun. The new store is great. I really like the layout, and they have a lot of new products. I really didn't get a chance to go through and just kind of showcase the new products that they have in there, but I did notice a lot of like single serve salads and different things. Actually, not a lot of things that I would buy, but still some great products, especially if you're just kind of like, you know, a single person, or you're looking to buy things to take for lunch, things like that. I just want to give a quick shout out to Jessica. So that was totally unexpected to see one of our viewers at Aldi. She came up behind me and all of a sudden someone's like, Jennifer? I was like, oh, I heard my name. And then she puts out her hand and says, hi, I'm Jessica, I watch you on YouTube. When I first started my YouTube channel, it was very much out there in the sense that, you know, it was so new to me, and it's so new to, I think, a lot of people, especially people in my age group and people just kind of like in my situation, okay? I'm a mom, 7 kids, homeschooling. There's a lot of beauty vloggers and gaming vloggers and things like that, but it just didn't seem like it was all that mainstream by any means to be a vlogger in their 40s with 7 kids, living a farming lifestyle, and, you know, just all of that. I never really thought that anybody that I knew or anybody that might know me from town or something would ever watch my channel. You know, meeting people out in public and them saying, hey, are you from a country life? It's kind of fun, and I always like meeting you guys, and it just really puts kind of like a face to that, you know, there's actually real moms out there watching, and everything that I show, it sort of like re-grounds me in making sure that everything that I show on this channel is just real. It's really us. It's really what it's like being a mom. Of course, there are some times when I raise my voice. I'm not always going to show those because I usually don't have a camera in my hand when that's happening. But everything that I show on here, I really want it to just be authentic and to be real. That this is what Peter's like, cut. See him in the back there. He's like, enough of this. We've got ice cream and we want to go home and eat ice cream. So anyways, just to say that it really reinforces the fact that everything that's on this channel, I really want it to be authentic and to be real to motherhood, real to large family life, real to cooking, just real to faith, real to everything. And so I hope that that is showing through in our vlogs and showing through in the things that I have to say. So we need to get home. We've got ice cream that I bought and a couple other cold things. I got some creamer, coconut cream. That sounds so good. So the girls are going to be super happy about that too. So let's get home and have that stew and get on with the evening. Peter, I'd like you to put 7 forks and 7 cups on the table, please. Thank you. I'll hang that up. I was just kind of reflecting here a little bit on the day, and this morning I had made a list here of some things that I wanted to do, and some of them happened. I did not make cookies or bars, but I did make a batch of pumpkin muffins, which are already gone. I did get to, I guess I could cross that one off. I did get to the Aldi grand opening today and picked up just a handful of groceries. The thing I'm most disappointed in, though, is that I'd really hoped to get quite a bit of schooling done, because that was my original plan, was to really give you guys a look at our homeschooling day and just kind of how we have fallen into a little bit of a routine this year, but obviously it's not a very strong routine because, like I said, we didn't even get to the school things that I really wanted to with the little kids. Amber did still get going right into her school and everything this morning. Got everything done. She actually takes an online class on Thursdays at 1:30. It's a live class. That's Spanish too, so she actually did that too. I didn't get any footage of her doing that. But then the little kids tonight, we just didn't get to the things I wanted to, which was art, science, and reading. Although I guess now that I think about it, Joe actually did some reading on his own this morning, which was fantastic. But what happened is what happens normally during harvest, and that is that things just get completely kittywampus here at home and on the Marsh too. Warren sometimes will need rides back and forth to the receiving plant where our cranberries go, because see, we are growers who deliver in dump trucks, and so sometimes they can't get all of our dump trucks of fruit in at one time, so we have to stage trucks down there, which means he needs a ride back home. And so depending on who's home, like today it was really just Amber and I who could give him rides, so she did a ride and then I did 2 of them. And so that just really kind of changes up, even though it's really a short little drive, a half an hour total there and back. It just kind of changes the day and gets things just kind of out of whack. Food seems to win out every time, whether it's stew or bread, which I've got the bread in the oven. I better turn that off quick. Or if it's groceries, whatever it is, it seems like food always seems to win out. This is the bread from Aldi that I had picked up earlier. I showed it to you. That's the Italian, and then over here is the multi-grain whole wheat. And these are just a really nice thing to have along with a meal like this, because they're just kind of quick, easy, and you warm them up and it just almost feels homemade. So I'm just going to wrap things up here because we are just kind of waiting for Warren and Sam to come in from work. Yes. Chipmunk again. Thanks a lot for hanging out with us on this day that again didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to or how I had planned on it to turn out, but still a good day nonetheless. I know that Warren and Sam are going to come in super tired from the day, just having to deal with rain and the wind, and it's getting a little colder out there too, that's for sure. So, ouch. Okay, I should have had a more pleasant look on my face with that kiss, but his kisses are really hard. He likes to press.
Yes, sir.
So anyways,
Yes,
we'll catch you
sir.
guys all next time with a brand new video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.